Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every time we fail, we're being refined, shaped, and taught something that success can never teach us. It may not feel good, but sometimes failure is God's way of redirecting us towards something better. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16 says, "For a righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again." So if you've been failing lately, don't be discouraged. You're still in the story, and it's not over yet. Hello, beautiful soul. It's me, Lyka. Welcome to my channel. Let's admit it. If junk food were actually good for our bodies, most of us would probably eat them all day. I don't know what it is about junk food that makes it so addictive. Personally, I love ice cream, chips, chocolate, brownies, donuts, cakes, you name it. If I could eat them every day without feeling guilty or bloated, I totally would. But there are days when I really have to wrestle with my body's cravings, and today is one of those days. Instead of giving in, I decided to make some of my favorite snacks, but in a cleaner and healthier way. And while I make them, I want to talk about something we all experience: failure. You'll see later why this ties perfectly with what I'm making today. Let's start with my homemade ice cream. My go-to flavors are vanilla and mango. But honestly, I haven't met an ice cream flavor I didn't like. For today though, I'm making mixed berry ice cream. It's fruity, creamy, and simple to make. Here's what I'll be using: heavy cream, almond milk, yogurt, freeze-dried berries. You can also use fresh ones, monk fruit sweetener, vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. I just blend everything until smooth, chill the mixture for about an hour or two, then pour it into my cute ice cream maker. Next, I'm slicing some potatoes into thin circular pieces, as evenly as I can. Then I soak them in ice cold water for about 30 minutes. This step helps remove excess starch and makes the chips crispier later. While the potatoes are soaking, let's move on to my homemade Snickers bars. First up is the nougat layer. I mix almond flour, almond butter, honey, or you can use maple syrup, and a pinch of salt. Once it forms into a soft dough, I press it evenly into the bottom of a pan and pop it into the freezer for about 10 minutes to set. Now, onto the caramel layer. I blend dates, almond butter, and a bit of milk until it turns into a smooth, thick caramel paste. Then I spread this over the nougat layer and sprinkle roasted peanuts on top. You can skip the peanuts if you're allergic, or yeah, it's all up to you. But Snickers isn't Snickers without peanuts. Then I freeze the whole thing for about 30 to 40 minutes, just until it's firm enough to slice later. Now that my potatoes are done soaking, I pat them completely dry. That's important if you want them crispy, and then arrange them on a baking sheet. I'm baking these instead of deep frying because I want them to be a little healthier. Little did I know, this is where failure sneaks in. The chips came out uneven. Some were crispy, some soggy, some burnt, some undercooked. In short, a total fail. I could have easily fried them and gotten perfect results, I think. But I chose to try something healthier, and it didn't work out the way I hoped. And that's when it hit me. Sometimes life feels like these potato chips. You do your best, follow all the right steps, and still, things don't turn out the way you expected. Maybe you tried to do something good, start fresh, change a habit, or build something new, but it didn't go as planned. Failure can be embarrassing. It can make us question our worth, our direction, even our purpose. But in God's eyes, failure isn't final, it's formative. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to His purpose." Even the burnt chips, even the broken plans, even your mistakes, all of it can still serve a purpose. Sometimes, God allows failure to humble us. Other times, it's to strengthen us or to prepare us for something greater. And if we look at it closely, failure isn't wasted. It's a lesson disguised as disappointment. So if something in your life feels like a baked potato chip moment, don't give up. Learn, adjust, and keep going. God's not finished with you yet. Philippians chapter 1 verse 6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." Failure might just be part of the process, not the end of it. It's so satisfying to make your own ice cream. You get to control what goes in, no preservatives, no refined sugar, just pure goodness. What about you? What's your favorite ice cream flavor? I'd love to know, and maybe I'll try making it next time. The nougat and caramel layers are already firm, so I take them out and slice them into bars. Then I melt dark chocolate with a little coconut oil and coat each bar. You can keep the Snickers bars in the fridge for a chewy bite or in the freezer if you like them firmer. I tell you, they taste so good, like real Snickers, but guilt free. And I'm happy because my family loves them. And of course, my ice cream turned out creamy, rich, and refreshing. A total hit. The homemade Snickers bars, they're sweet, chewy, chocolatey, definitely a win. But the potato chips, well, they didn't quite make it this time, but you know what? That's okay. Because failure doesn't mean the end. It means I'm still learning. If every recipe turned out perfect, I wouldn't appreciate the process. If every plan in life went smoothly, I wouldn't learn resilience. Failure reminds us to slow down, to humble ourselves, and to rely on God more deeply. So when we fail, whether it's a recipe, a dream, or something personal, it's not proof that we're not good enough. It's proof that we're human and that God's strength can still shine through our imperfections. Just like these snacks, some turned out perfectly, some didn't, but together they still made this day beautiful. Well, at least for me. And that's how life is too. The successes and the failures, they all work together to shape us into who God wants us to be. Every failure carries the seed of a better version of what's coming next. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Your presence means more than you know. I hope this video reminded you that even in failure, there's beauty, there's growth, and there's grace. So until next time, may you find peace in the present, joy in the process, and purpose in every small thing.